you commit all these atrocities as Omni-Man, you go to another side of the galaxy, and you end up fucking a bug.
Because after...
the morals and ethics of bug fucking. Like, literally. Let's discuss it.
What it do, Icon Crew? It's your boy Malik with Superfly in the cut.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
We're back with another Icon Squad episode.
Yes, sir. We got a banger, action-packed episode for you today. We got Daredevil Born Again Season 2. We got Invincible Season 4. We got Super Mario Galaxy news that potentially lead up to Super Smash Brothers cinematic universe. And in case you noticed the empty chair right next to Malik here, it's because our boy Calvin decided to be on Black People Time. You know what I'm saying? He decided not to show up on time.
Timing is all that. But don't worry. We're going to jump his ass on camera for you.
Oh, yeah. We're going to curb stomp him. It's going to be a real... hella violent, you know what I'm saying? It's like, really.
But yo, what's it called? For Invincible, fam. I was just on a episode with Rex and Monster Girl heading into Vortex thing.
Rex and Monster. Oh, that's his new name.
New name thing.
I will never get used to calling fucking Robot Rex, bro. Like, they breezed past that shit when he took on Rex's name after he died. They breezed past that shit way too quick.
I mean, as a comic reader, in season 3, when they save Mark from that dimension that he quote unquote killed. I am the stone that the builder refused.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah, it's just him. Anyways, but you know, when what's it called? When Mans accidentally killed Angstrom Levy,
I thought you were stronger.
You told me you were stronger.
Yeah, and then like he's stuck in the future and they have to go save him.
Yeah, but when they go save him, it's Rex in Robot's armor, which is like a
and then he's like all grown up. Yeah. And it's like at the time, if you didn't read if you weren't privy to the comics, like it was kind of confusing. But like now with the context, it's kind of like, oh, but it's still fucking a weird like development of that character. Mm-hmm. Like there are ways to honor the motherfucker that died without taking out his name and taking out his identity, literally trying to replace him.
Well, he literally took his whole DNA and body and grew it for himself.
He stole my whole fucking flow. He word for word, bar for bar, like
my whole swag, yo. So it's today, Carmichael, today.
So anyway, you were on that episode where they were in the portal?
Yeah. But before all that, yo, episode 1, I was so ready for this to like drop. I was like up like the past 4 hours for it dropped. And I was just waiting for it. As soon as it dropped, I hit that start button on Amazon Prime. Mm-hmm. Sponsored.
Not sponsored. But they should. They definitely should.
They definitely should. You know?
Holla at your boys.
But no, when it came to episode 1 and you see where Nolan comes from, like that shit was like so crazy and depressing. Because when it comes to like the
that was
Scourge,
episode 2, wasn't it? That was episode 2.
Either one or two.
Well.
Nigga.
Yo, this fucking Muppet ass looking nigga with that hat.
What the fuck is this grimace looking ass nigga, bro?
I'm about to get you in the grimace shape.
Not for real. It's like,
what the fuck?
You that right? We start without you.
So we're talking about Invincible Season 4. We're talking about the episode where we find out Nolan's backstory.
Yeah, when you learn that he really gets his anger from his mom and not his dad.
Yeah.
Like that's why it hit so deep when Mark was like, "I still have you," because like that's all Nolan wanted in the end. He still wanted his father. You know what I'm saying?
And it goes to show like why kind of his attitude as to why like he kind of went easy on Mark at the end.
Oh, he went super easy on Mark. After seeing the beating, yo, you're an adult now. Boom, boom, you getting jumped by your parents, dog.
Like, the fuck kind of society is that? Like, yo, your 18th birthday, like, nah, you don't get a car, you don't get like your new like...
You get your ass whooped and maybe even killed.
What do you guys think of the new Invincible game?
I haven't played it.
Is it...
It's like a Mortal Kombat style game or something.
Oh, yeah. I'm not too big of a fan in that, but it looks good. It does look good.
What system is it on?
I think it's on everything, no? I heard it's even on the Switch.
I'm not really a gamer like that. Like, I'm trying to get more into it, but like...
I'm a huge gamer, but when it comes to like Mortal Kombat games and stuff like that, I'm not too into that.
Really?
Nah.
That's like the only like format that like I really fuck with. Whether it's like Injustice, whether it's like the old school with the Justice League versus Mortal Kombat. Like those are the types of games that I really rock with. But like for some reason, like Invincible, I guess it's because I don't have the console to play it on. Like it hasn't really like been on my radar. But like yeah, going back to the Nolan thing, it was like I knew these Viltrumite niggas was raw when they was indoctrinating the youth, talking about like their like platform for like why they do what they do.
And then man's like, oh, you know what failure brings? Why was Argall's death like for the better of our society? And little girl was like, bro was about to crush her skull in, talking about some and then she locked in and was like, cause it made us stronger. And I was like, yo, this is a fucked up society. Dog.
Not only that, the other kids are looking at her like,
yo, they were glaring at her like, you better answer that correctly.
They was about to jump her ass. Like,
they were about to execute her, bro. It's so crazy.
God damn. So like as a whole, based on the episodes that like we've seen so far, episode 4 came out yesterday.
Wait, before we talk about that, I gotta finish with Scourge virus, fam. Because the whole society is like, oh, the disaster and, you know, culling of the weak makes them stronger, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Fam, forget all that shit. You remember the brother with the dreads, the Viltrumite brother with the dreads, who was like teaching the children and them?
Yeah.
He was with Nolan, and he was like, oh, someone attacked us with a coward's weapon. Good. It'll make us stronger. And it was like, nigga just starts bleeding. It's like, nah, it's not gonna make you stronger, it's gonna kill you.
Nah, it's like you can never gain respect back after that. It's like, well, I guess he wasn't I wonder how long it took them to figure out that like the virus was actually severe and that like the people that were dying weren't just like bitch ass niggas. It's like, how long did it take?
We're not new to this, we're true to this. Like, went from billions, like, so for the Viltrumite thing, if and for the new people, for Viltrumites, there are billions of Supermen. Imagine Krypton, and they all have Superman's powers, right?
And they're all about that smoke.
They're all evil. They're all trying to conquer planets, right? One of them rebelled, and they all like live like thousands of years. One of them rebelled and killed their leader, and it made them even more cruel, and they started killing even more people. So they made a virus that targeted their DNA, and so it went from billions of them to only 50. Only 50 of them left, which is like so crazy. But the craziest part is they're so hardcore gangsta thugalicious that did they bury their billions of people that died? No. You know what they did?
They left them floating out in space.
They made a Saturn ring in space with the dead bodies of their population, billions of Viltrumites just around the planet.
It's like literally like a genocide, like on
genocide ring
on full display. Me personally, when it comes to how they explain that in the backstory and like the lore and stuff, I'm kind of mixed on it because when I first heard like Nolan say that like there's only 50 pure-blooded Viltrumites left in the galaxy, logically for me, I was like, yeah, that makes perfect sense because if you look at like their attitude and like how they like they have this might makes right type thing, how it's like survival of the fittest. Like if you show an ounce of weakness, we're basically like sliming you off the jump. It's like, yeah, of course you're gonna only have like 50 niggas left because like you're constantly killing each other. So I thought that's what the point was gonna be, and it would have like been like perfectly logical. I feel like they didn't really need to be like, oh, but there is like a virus that wiped out everybody out. It's
no, they're billions. They just half their billions still had billions, and then 50 left now. But the thing that's annoying though is the reason why it like Nolan's whole mission was to find like, you know, a suitable planet for them to like repopulate themselves. But it's not like Viltrumite DNA is so pure that basically anything that they, you know, copulate with would become a Viltrumite, if not eventually, right? But like, they're such like a violent race of people that they're not even interested really in like repopulating their species. Like that's how serious it is. Like some of their some of their beliefs and stuff, like male and female in that culture is like, yo, you can't yo, some of the women will beat your ass. Yo, could you imagine getting your ass whooped by like a shorty, and then she's like,
I know you can.
Now we're having kids.
What the fuck?
like I'm dead ass, gang. That's how their society operates.
Yo,
jeez.
Honestly, hey, like, don't
Wait,
threaten me with a
didn't
good
Mark
time.
get,
You know what I'm
like-
saying? Don't threaten.
Wait, didn't Mark get fucking...
It's not out yet. It's not
out yet?
It's not out yet.
So we're not allowed to talk about how Mark got his...
No.
Oh yeah. Oh, like, we're spoiling the comics now.
No, we're not spoiling comics. We'll talk about it when the episode drops, yo. We'll talk about it when the episode
You
drops.
think it's gonna happen this season?
Whoa.
That's what people are gonna say in the comments, bro. Me personally, nah, but like...
Nah, for real.
Nah,
It's like
for real.
me personally, like I'm kind of like mid on this season right now. Like I feel like there are lots of elements that I think like they handled really well, like how Mark has been kind of reconciling with the end of the last season, how like he decided like, yo, I'm gonna start killing niggas now.
Murking niggas.
Yeah, I'm gonna start killing niggas. I'm not gonna be sorry about it.
And then Eve.
And then he kills
losing
one
her
person. He
power.
spends the rest of the season being sorry about it. It's like okay, like, but I don't
You
know.
kinda had no choice, Sam.
Yeah,
Like if it's a no choice scenario, like sure, it's a good thing that, you know, a Superman level type dude is like upset about killing someone. But when it comes down to it, it's like you could have like literally lost Earth. That was what we were weighing. We're like weighing the life of one person versus like a next billions. You know what I'm saying? So it's like man had to go.
yeah.
But what's it called? Even like things like what they're doing with the season, like Eve losing her powers. People who haven't read the comics, or even some people who read the comics, are probably gonna be like, "Oh, what the hell was going on?" But like, it makes sense if you know what's gonna happen because her powers being gone right now is actually protecting her. You know,
Because like,
no spoilers.
I mean, like the third episode is out, so it's like, well, actually, maybe it's best not to get into it. But what I do want to get into, we need to talk about this motherfucker Cecil, bro.
Yo,
We
Cecil.
deadass need to talk. Yo,
Cecil.
Yo, with Cecil, it is on site with this nigga. Yo,
I can't.
the
stand-
whole third season. This man's talking about some, yo, I'm the guy that has to make the hard decisions, bro. I'm the type, you might not always agree with what I got to do, but it's like, yo, I'm in charge of like this fucking shield ass, like shadow ops government organization.
Exactly.
And sometimes, you know, you gotta break some eggs to make an omelet. You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta
It's
work
like,
with villains.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
And it's like, but the decisions that he makes are actively sabotaging
Planet Earth.
Oh my
the
God.
security and like the sanctity of planet Earth, bro. This man kept fucking Conquest on ice. Not even on ice. He kept him like in his prison and be like, oh, if he like moves an inch, if he like moves like half an inch, like the whole place will blow up. Sure enough, motherfucker gets loose. We don't see the place blow up.
No, it blew up underground. But what's just so dumb is that the whole concept is that Mark is the strongest being on planet Earth, and he was getting his ass whooped by Conquest. Conquest, Superman on fucking steroids. Okay, bro's like ridiculously strong. Like he's like one of the strongest Viltrumites. Most Viltrumites fear him, and like people were clowning because he got pimp slapped by General General Crag.
Oh yeah,
But it was like
Thrag hold his ass. See that? Thrag hold him.
No, but it's like it was only because Grand Regent Thrag was there. Otherwise, none of the Viltrumites would ever lay a hand on Conquest.
Yeah,
Like,
he
real
literally
talk.
gave that whole monologue where he's like, yo, I'm so lonely. Nobody wants to play with me because I'm such a raw ass nigga. I be like murking fools.
He's like,
so scared of me.
bro said, I don't even get a real name. Only a purpose. Conquest.
What the
Yo,
That
like-
shit was so
like only
dumb.
a purpose.
But like the thing is, we find out at the beginning of season 3, Cecil has like these contingencies in place in case Mark ever steps out of line. He has literally like system implanted in his brain from when like he was like
When he last got his ass whooped, like in the season 3, he surgically implanted like a device to mess with his brain and his ability to fly.
his inner ear, and
Which
it's
was
like
jealous.
it's like literally like white noise that he can activate like at any time that like fucks Invincible up and like fucks
and
up
like
his senses.
his equilibrium is just off. It's terrible.
Yeah, as far as we could tell, since we saw like Conquest escape, where the fuck is that technology for Conquest?
Yeah, he couldn't do that. Because the whole premise of Viltrumites live for thousands of years, and as they age, they get stronger. So like Conquest being the oldest Viltrumite left after the Scourge virus, and him already appearing like an old man, he's well over thousands of years old. Because in the comics, Nolan now, as he's like at Earth, he's around 2,000 years old. So, and he looks like he's like mid 40s or something.
Yeah.
And like Conquest looks like he's like elderly and he's in his like early late 60s, right? So like he's probably like over 4,000 years old. So he's probably really dense. But man, but even with what you're saying, the surgery, man couldn't perform surgery because they probably tried and couldn't, right?
But still, Mark cracked his skull open.
Yeah.
Like, you could literally, like, see this
You know what,
shit was
you're
like a
right.
coconut.
You're right. You couldn't just slip a little booger in there.
Like, it couldn't have been that difficult is what I'm saying. It's like, yo, Cecil continues to,
But
like...
man said, yo, we're going to explode this guy. Fam, nothing on Earth can really penetrate this guy's skin. What are you on about? What are you on about?
You know what it is? It's hubris. It's like Cecil feeling the need that like he constantly needs to like swing his dick around. Like it's not only that like he's like, yo, we have these contingencies in place. He needs to feel like he is in control of every situation and every superpower being, even when he's clearly not. So the fact him even like having the fucking gall, the goddamn chutzpah to like to keep Conquest like as a prisoner secretly. Thinking that like he could contain the situation, knowing the devastation that the man caused, like that was literally worse than what Omni-Man did.
Now, him attacking Mark was like some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. But like him being afraid of Mark, like people were like, oh, he shouldn't have did what he did. I agree. They shouldn't have put like a bomb in him, right? He really shouldn't have implanted like a device to mess with his head.
Well,
but see, I get like that too. But like with what Mark's shown us and with what Mark is going to continue to show us, it was just a bad decision that could have flipped him to the other side of maybe my dad was right and I should fuck y'all up. But like when it comes to Cecil attacking him, that was one of the dumbest choices he could possibly make, because even with the weapon, he was still whooping ass. And when it comes to so you don't want to piss him off and you don't want him to attack you. So you're just going to attack him. And again, you're just a regular human guy.
Facts.
And it's like after he was like talking mad shit after like, Robot stopped the signal, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking mad shit and he was like, oh, you little asshole. Don't ever think you could threaten me. Da, da, da. And bro just yoked him up, bro. Bro just yoked him up. And it was just like, yo, don't ever come near me or my family. I'll kill you, cuz.
nah, cause like who did he think he was talking to?
Right?
Like my thing was like with that whole situation, I don't have a problem with Cecil putting the bomb in the motherfucker's head. I don't. I think that like it's
but
like
I wanted to be clear that his life being threatened only happened after man almost killed Invincible.
literally. Like I don't have a problem with him having a contingency to like potentially like incapacitate Invincible should the need ever arise. But you're right, the way he went about it in that
guy
situation.
jumped the gun. Like I've
Literally.
never seen, not even Batman would jump the gun that quick. Not even Batman would hit Superman with that kryptonite bullet that quick.
Nah, it's like being black and dealing with the police, dog. It's like literally Mouse was looking for any excuse to pull out that trump card just to be like, yo, I got that shit.
I got something.
I got something for your ass. Like, holy. Nah. Anything else about Invincible season 4 so far? Oliver's development was kind of interesting.
Him being bigger,
yeah.
Oliver is like a year old, by the way. Like
literally,
and he's already like a teenage boy. His species, so Nolan, Viltrumite, laid down with basically bugs.
Fuck the bug, literally.
Fuck the ant, bro. Fuck a humanoid ant.
Right in the thorax.
And then so the ants' lives in contrast, it was like a really good lesson what they were talking about, because the ants' life in contrast, they grow to adulthood within 1 year. So like one of the things was like Mark took Oliver back home with him after Nolan left, to be raised by humans, because he was aging fast, but he was aging still very slow comparison to his mom. And his mom's like final words was like, look at me, look how much older I am from the like months you arrived here. Everyone that knows and loves my son will be dead before he can even say his first words. He should be raised among like people like you. And then Mark's like rebuttal was, that's something my dad worried about for me as well. So it's like the contrast there, For
me, that whole situation is another thing that I feel like was brushed past a bit too easily, because how is it that like you commit all these atrocities as Omni-Man, you go to another side of the galaxy, and you end up fucking a bug? and like having a bug ute, like
Bug
what?
ute.
Where? How do you get from point A to point B? I feel like we skipped some chapters.
No,
like,
you know what? I'm actually glad to talk about this. It's because after
the morals and ethics of bug fucking, like yes, let's discuss it.
A Bug's Life on my deck. So, okay, let me discuss this because people were so confused over like why Nolan would suddenly develop feelings for like another person, and like Nolan, like Mark's father, also attacked
just another person, a bug, yeah.
He's an alien, so he doesn't really see things like that similarly, and
I mean,
like, them bugs was thick, yo.
Yo, that was the most diabolical. Hear me out.
No, I'm not even talking about this. Hear me out. Hear me out for this. The reason why Nolan was suddenly like very emotional is because, again, he is thousands of years old. When he became an adult, the day he became an adult was him getting his ass beat. Okay, and like they already showed like how they treat children in that society. They will murk you for getting a question wrong. Okay, so like how he was raised from like year like 1 to 18, right? Now he's an adult. He got his ass whooped by his mother and father, and his mother wanted to kill him. His father was like, the boy fought well, let him live. Yep. But like, what's it called? Take that and now apply that to thousands of years of like conditioning. We're dealing with like thousands of years of conditioning versus Mark's 17 years of life, his 20-year marriage to Debbie, right? That's like what he says, what's 17 more years? I could always start again, make another kid. Yeah. He's already been alive for so long. 17 years is like nothing.
Do you think he has kids already?
I don't think so.
Know about?
Like, again, I don't think so because from what we've seen, again, Viltrumite society is so violent, they don't even think like that. They don't even think, and especially when there's only 50 of them left, is like some of the people left are women. They're not having kids, and it's not because like it's because they're not interested in having any kids. And cool, but like even when it comes to like, oh yeah, we'll do the repopulation, the men can handle that. I don't want to deal with I don't want to have any kids, whatever. And if someone tries, well, I'm gonna beat their ass, right? That's the whole mentality. It's a very violent culture. So I think Nolan genuinely fell in love with Debbie and then genuinely fell in love with the other bug thing and then ended up having kids. But like when it comes to him developing feelings, he was still struggling to develop that. And what's really crazy is that within 20 years of thousands of years of mental conditioning actually broke down like how he thought about things, and he started apologizing. Like one of the episodes where they're gathering Viltrumite weaknesses.
Oh yeah.
Nolan comes into like a bunch of races that him and his people have destroyed multiple times. And then they didn't believe him. They were ready to kill him on sight. And then he said, "I'm very sorry for what I did in the past." They were looking at each other like,
did this Viltrumite apologize?
Did this nigga say sorry? What? Did he apologize? They were like, you know what? We'll hear you out.
It's like, my bad, gang. I was just following orders. I was just following orders, gang.
But it's like, yeah, all the adults of Viltrumite are like thousands of years old with that conditioning. So it's not like they can't change. It's just that they've never known like true kindness until they reach places like Earth. I think like, one of the I think it was episode 3 or episode 2 or 3. Where they talk about the Scourge virus and using it again on the rest of the Viltrumite population. If there's only 50 Viltrumites left, I hope that, some Viltrumites might see like the error of their ways and maybe change. I really hope so.
I don't think. I think Nolan is the like only exception, only because
what about
the power of Debbie's poon. Like, I feel like that's like really like.
But he's the second Viltrumite that rebelled against
in like 4,000 years, or like however many like years since like the Great Betrayer like did his thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure like other than that, like there were like we could probably count the amount of people who defected from the Viltrumite Empire like on one hand, other than like Nolan. But like it would be interesting to see them go down that route.
It's only been two.
It would be interesting to see them go down that route. But what I'm more curious about is because this is probably a bit of a spoiler for the comics, but I'm not 100% convinced that they're even going to go in this direction.
What?
Do you think once Nolan pulls up back on Earth, do you think Debbie's taking him back?
Yes. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. You're talking about Superman dick here.
That's crazy.
That doesn't even compare to like regular team.
He called her a pet. He called her a pet.
Okay, but like, you know what?
Damn.
When it comes to that, you haven't watched this.
No.
You watched a little bit.
Yeah, I watch clips.
Yeah.
I've literally only watched clips.
What's it called? So the first season when like he beats his ass.
I know the whole pet thing.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Your mother's a pet. Like
yeah,
that shit's crazy.
your mother's more like a pet to me. And like that set the whole thing off, started to fight. And like that's a very crazy statement, but it's not untrue. Like first of all, he's not abusive towards her. He's very loving, caring. But you got to think about it like this. He is thousands of years old. Debbie is going to be long dead before Mark even looks like he's in his late 20s. For an example.
For that reason, why I don't see her I just don't see logically why she would want to take him back after knowing, hearing it laid out in such like a cold, like calculated,
that's
like kind of way.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna branch off into something completely related but unrelated. Listen. Be careful with these single mothers out here, gang.
What?
You always have to deal with a baby daddy at some point.
That is crazy. Imagine dealing with the baby daddy and Omni-Man pulls up.
Yo,
that's literally what's happening. That's literally what's
you
happening
see
right now.
A flag above you in your Mercedes, bro. Like, yo, what am I supposed to do with this?
But that's literally what's happening right now with the show. We have fucking Debbie's basically got a new man, like I think like a coworker or something, because like she's a real estate agent. She has this coworker who's trying to be like the Captain Save-A-Ho, like following Omni-Man's following Omni-Man's saved game that he left hanging, and like now he's trying to be the father that stepped up and like now they're talking about some like, yo, we might move in together type shit. And it's like I'm just sitting here with like with my eye on my watch,
so
being like,
back,
yo,
when you coming back?
And what's gonna happen after that?
It's all funny games.
No, but like dead ass, like first of all, if that like upsets him very bad, like there's nothing you can do. Cause like imagine how many dudes right now are dealing with a single mother whose baby daddy just got out of prison. He's like, what?
Fucked.
You wanna fuck about a girl? Man's gonna pull up. Now imagine if Omni-Man just pulls up on you on some bullshit. What you gonna do except beg for forgiveness?
But it's like my thing with that, I feel like it also wouldn't be narratively satisfying to see, like it would almost feel like regression for like Debbie's character, because they already have made changes to like how she's written from the comics and that, like in the show, like she has a lot more like agency. Like she's suspicious of Nolan like from the jump from like the second episode, and she's like investigating like on her own, and like when it comes time where like she finally.
Why are you lying to me?
The revelation.
Why are you lying to me?
It's like she actually like.
You've never lied to me before.
Like comic Debbie was low-key kind of a pushover. Like she was kind of like just
just going with the flow. But like,
but that's not what show Debbie is.
But here's my thing. Again, the father of her children, that's a big impact for a lot of people. A lot of people, you gotta think about it, like I'm thinking about it in human terms. I'm not, because this is talking about God versus man type thing. In human terms, a lot of couples go through a lot of like bad things, bad situations for many years with kids involved, and you know, they still end up with each other. Is that the healthiest thing? No, I don't think so. Again, when it comes to Nolan basically insulting Debbie, calling her a pet, I don't think he meant it as like, oh, she's like a puppy. Because like, no, if Debbie's pissed off, like he feels it too. He gets upset. He doesn't want to upset her like that. Mm-hmm. But like, when it comes to conquering a planet and, you know, once this planet is conquered, you probably won't be here for the rest of my life, you know, because those were the vows they made. They got married the human style, and those were the vows. But like they made that decision full well knowing that you're going to, you're going to outlive me, right? And the only and most likely, like, say if Mark didn't get his powers, he was probably gonna outlive his children, which is like probably like a facet like you gotta think about, because there are like these people end, they have like a deadline, but like when it comes to like, yo, me and you, we're gonna be here for the next 100 years. Icon Squad 100 years. Follow, subscribe, like and subscribe. All that.
We are never
Icon Squad for the next 100 years.
Yo, we are eternal. We are inevitable.
We gotta, like, I feel like one of our personal goals, like, hear me out. I feel like we have to do a podcast episode on a mountain.
On a mountain.
On a mountain.
Yo, like,
but then we would have to hike up that mountain.
Exactly.
Why the fuck would I want to do that?
then I would need
Think about it, bro.
I would need satellite level live streaming gear.
Like, that would be epic, no?
They know 5G in the Himalayas,
Like,
gang.
we do a podcast episode, like a podcast episode on a mountain.
I don't know about a mountain, but I'm down with in nature.
No.
We gotta go
On top of the mountain, extreme, a mountain. It doesn't have to be the largest mountain in the
Talk
world,
about
but
what,
like a
flora,
mountain.
flora and fauna? Like
I don't know.
Fauna, yeah.
That's not-
Like I was already discussing this
Sedimentary
earlier.
rocks?
I
What
would
do you
love
like?
to take y'all camping with me and my family, like sometime.
Man, fuck
Yo,
that,
me,
bro.
me personally,
It's just
fuck
two of you,
camping,
two of you a suitcase. We already got
Man's
a
trying to
tent
put his
set up.
finger up my booty hole. Fuck that.
What?
Fuck that,
I'm
bro.
just trying to teach you how to fish and camp,
Yeah,
bro.
fish up my booty hole, bro.
hey, yo, what the fuck?
All right, well, since the cat's out of the bag.
See?
Anyway,
But
anyways,
I think Icon Squad Adventure camping, that would be fire.
I think
I'm
there's
too much
a lot
of a
of
city boy for
adventures
that
that
shit.
we like. Yeah,
Say you
facts.
die.
That too.
It's
But
okay. We live in Canada.
there'll
You
be
know
a
the
lot
best
of
thing.
adventures
You know
that
the
we gotta
greatest
do.
thing about
True.
camping in Canada?
What?
We live in Canada.
We live in Canada.
Maple leaf trees are everywhere. They're the best toilet paper you'll ever use, gang.
This nigga's a
I
bear.
didn't know that.
Yo, this
Damn.
man's a straight like brother bear. Have you seen Brother Bear?
Stop.
Yeah,
This
the
nigga is
Disney
straight
movie.
up Brother Bear,
Stop
bro.
Stop
They're
that.
straight up Brother Bear, bro.
Brother bear. Let's go.
Yo, but did y'all hear the news?
What?
About-
Fox McCloud is in the fucking Mario movie.
I'm kind of mad they spoiled that. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
think about it. If that's what they're posting now, that Fox McCloud is in the Mario movie, that means that there has to be a bigger shit that's in the movie later on. Think, Superfly. Think.
I mean,
No,
like,
I think you're too excited for this, to be honest.
What do you mean I'm too excited?
I feel the
We're
same
getting
way.
a Smash Brothers movie.
my
Yeah, but
my
I
concern, my
I don't know
concern.
about all that.
What
But
do you mean Fox McCloud is in the fucking Mario movie?
Okay,
nigga?
okay.
I feel like when it comes down to it, I do hope that we get like a Smash movie.
We will.
I don't think that this is gonna be it, but like
They already teased Pikmin though.
True.
Pikmin and Fox McCloud, nigga, we're getting Smash.
I just feel like it would have had a lot more like impact and stuff. You're right. There probably is like some more stuff that like they're
'Cause
holding
think
on
about
to
it,
that
yeah.
are Smash Brothers related. But the fact also kind of concerns me.
Why?
Because it's like this movie's already seems like it's kind of jam-packed. It's like, yo, we got like Bowser Jr. coming in, springing his daddy. We got Yoshi coming in, Childish Gambino, Yoshi Gambino, you know what I'm saying? It's like we already got bear stuff. We got Rosalina they're introducing for the first time as well. We got to see her backstory. We also got like all the returning characters from the first movie. It's like there's already a lot of ground that this movie has to cover, introducing like the Super Mario Galaxy like concept itself.
And there's gonna
And
be
now
like
we
a
got like
tidbit
Star
of-
McCloud.
and now we got Fox McCloud, and if they have more Smash Brothers characters on top of that, it's like, I don't know, it just seems like a lot.
And then there's gonna be
Yeah.
like a tidbit where a little scene where Mario's talking to his parents, and then like this time it's gonna be like Mario, Luigi, we believe in you, sons. And then bro's gonna get hit with a beam and turn to a little statue.
That's crazy. No, but think about it. I feel like what's gonna happen is we're gonna be introduced to Fox McCloud during like I want to say middle to end. And then he'll just like I feel like he's just gonna pop up for bigger things to come in the future. I think they're specifically showcasing Fox McCloud now to one, get people in the like more theaters, like get more people into the theaters. And then obviously they're gonna have like a Avengers style end credit scene with like Smash Brothers, hopefully.
But it's a Mario movie.
Okay, but let's get
Fuck
back.
the Mario movie.
Let's get back.
Mario movie is Smash Brothers.
Wait, let's get back. Let's
Why
get
are
back
you
to the-
dying? Like Ryder dying
First
for
of all,
Mario, nigga.
let's talk about the better news of all this.
All right.
Childish Gambino as Yoshi. I need a This Is America Yoshi Super Mario
That's the
Kingdom.
dumbest
covered
thing
this
I've
last
ever
episode.
heard.
We covered
The dumbest thing I've ever fucking
I
heard.
just edited that segment.
Damn, I'm bringing it back, yo. I'm bringing it back for round two. Bring it back.
Yo, round
Yo, I
two.
need man with gold chains. I need to be like, yo,
He's
sup?
just the dinosaur, bro.
What's up, man?
Yo, how was y'all experience at Comic-Con?
It was dope. Yo.
Fam, it was lit.
Let's get rejected.
Elite costume link up.
Elite costume
You wanna
link
tell-
up, fam.
But nah, for
Nah, they'll see it. Watch Icon Squad. Watch me get fucking embarrassed.
Oh yeah, there's like for those of y'all who don't
But
know,
I
we had
did
our
pull
first-
something. I'm leaving here with something.
Oh yeah, he left there with something.
I left here with something.
But like
I'm leaving
honestly,
here
I
with
don't know
something.
about you guys, but one of my like lifetime goals is to be with someone like romantically and take them to Comic-Con and like cosplay together. I feel like that's such a fun thing to do, right?
Get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here.
What do you mean get this guy out of
This
here?
loving husband out of here.
It's like, look,
Why are you guys so hurt? They get sick.
Get this
part of me, I
family
feel
man
that.
out of here.
Part of me, I definitely feel that, but
No,
it's
okay,
also
iconic, it's iconic.
like part of me in my experience, it's like it would definitely have to be like a situation where it's like I meet someone where like we're on the same page when
Yeah.
it comes to like nerd shit. Because it's like I have like talked to some girls like who are like kind of into that, who like would be into that like.
Superfly is all like, yo, don't trust the cosplayers.
Listen,
Yo.
bro dressed up as Jason Todd and got his ass whooped by a female Joker now.
Yo, let me tell you how
Yo,
like
getting your ass whooped by a cosplay. Yo, can you imagine being in an abusive cosplaying relationship and you get your ass kicked in, you get your fucking neck kicked in by
by
Chun-Li?
Xena Warrior Princess.
By Chun-Li, bro.
Yo, it's like, it's one thing if you meet someone from outside of the con and y'all go together. That's one thing. If you're trying to meet a shorty within the con, that's a whole different, yo.
Me and Shorty in the car, nigga, is it that bad?
Yeah, yo, let me tell you.
Yo,
Yo,
cheeks were cheeking that day, bro.
Yo,
Did I tell you about how this
Gee, that
OnlyFans
is-
cosplayer, like this, it was last year. She like tried to cancel me low key.
Really?
what?
Okay, so.
You grabbed that ass cheeks, nigga?
No, fuck no. Fuck no. Jesus. Nah.
So what was the cancellation?
So I'm not gonna say her name. Let's, for the sake of this story, we'll call her
Shanice.
Shanice. Yeah, like even though like she's like the exact opposite of what like, you would expect like a Shanice to look like. But like she's this super tall, like Amazonian looking shorty who like is very like apparently very prominent on OnlyFans. I had never heard of her, but like she ran this like cosplay booth with this like organization that like I've worked with in the past. So I was walking the floor at Toronto Comic-Con doing interviews, and like I see shorty, she's dressed up as Big Barda, like the Justice League animated series version, where like she's wearing like the bikini type shit, and it's like she has like these like she has like the boob job, you know what I'm saying? And it's like she had her titties out in her turtleneck, as Dave Chappelle would say, and so she's also like hella tall. So
okay,
like,
get to the cancellation part. Fam.
she's also hella tall. Her
we're
titties are
hella
like literally
judgy right
at
now.
my her titties are literally at my eye level.
Okay,
But it's like because
understandable.
I'm literally like there for work. I'm conducting cosplay interviews. I'm trying to
There
keep
for
it
work.
professional. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, as I'm talking to her about like, you know, how you made her cosplay, like what your like process is, I'm looking everywhere else. I'm doing everything in my power, being like, yo, I am not getting on camera. I'll be damned if I get caught in 4K on camera looking at
I
some
mean,
titties.
if she's so
She an
tall,
OnlyFans model,
I mean,
bro.
if she's a tall Amazonian woman, isn't that just gonna?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So it was difficult.
And never be
It was
afraid to
difficult.
slip the number after.
I literally had to crank my neck to look at her in the eye. So lo and
Right now, the story's not sounding too crazy, gang. So
lo
what's
and
the cancellation
behold,
for?
we finished the interview, and I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm like, yo, I didn't look at her titties.
Self-control.
I didn't look. It was self-control.
Self-control.
Guy's proud of
Behold,
himself.
I looked through the footage. My videographer both got pictures and video. I see one picture where it was just a split second where it's like you see me like looking directly at him, bro. Like literally at him. And it's like the look on my face, it was like I was in some kind of like titty trance where I was just like
Fucking hell.
like you can tell.
damn.
And I'm looking at it
Bro
after
hit
the
the
fact.
rock stare.
I'm looking at it after the fact because I'm putting my Instagram post together. I'm like, yo, this is kind of funny. I'm gonna like stick that at the end because you know, mind you, that same day, the only reason I felt comfortable doing that or posting that is because that same day she posted another picture of herself with another cosplayer, and he was literally like motorboating her.
No shit.
Like he had her face literally in her titties,
yes,
bro.
no shit.
Like his face in her titties, bro.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, that must be like the type of like, you know, sense of humor that like, you know, she would appreciate. You know, she does like, you know, like OnlyFans, like, and it's like this was a very stupid like assumption on my part. You know what I'm saying? It's very
What?
like so like I posted the picture and like I tagged her in it thinking like, haha, you know, Superfly, Superfly can't like it, you know, Superfly is like
Yeah,
like
so-
he's looking thirsty, you know what I'm saying? Like thinking it was just gonna be like a joke.
And she tried to cancel you for that?
Yeah, like she comments being like, yo, like this post like makes me kind of like uncomfy or comfortable
Man,
or
what?
something like that.
Nonsense,
And I was
bro.
like,
You see how
okay,
trees
fair
do it,
enough,
nigga, bro?
Fair enough. Took the shit down, no questions asked. And I reached out to her, be like, yo, like it was just like I just thought it was my apologies. You know, I didn't mean nothing by it. It's just like, you know, the
just
type.
a joke.
I just thought it was funny, and like I even like saw her like in person the next day, and I went to her booth and like apologized to her personally, you know, because it's like I don't want to be like the type of person that like makes motherfuckers like be scaring the hoes like that type shit.
But you didn't
like,
do you're a good guy. Didn't do nothing
but, like,
that even said. We'll get to that after. Go ahead.
But like what perplexed me, and it's like
perplexed.
Look. Disclaimer. It's like her body, her choice. Like she's more than like
yeah.
She's more than like willing to like.
She's more than her services.
She can feel however she wants to feel about it. Something makes her feel uncomfortable. I'm not gonna argue with it. But what like perplexed me about it, like when I talked to her in person, she was like, "Yeah, it was just like the picture you posted. It was like very demeaning." And I'm like, demeaning. I'm like I didn't say this. But I was like, ma'am, respectfully, for the amount of change I could find between my couch, for the amount of change I could find between my couch cushions, I can see your whole like I can see you bedded and spreading like your fucking like PB&J. Like and you're telling me like it's
do you write that shit down? Like you have a book of your like fucking you spreading it like PB&J couch cushions.
You know what?
This nigga's like my cousin Cedar,
This
bro.
went exactly where I thought I was gonna go. Superfly, I'm very proud of you. Screw her. She crazy.
So yeah, suffice it to say,
I bet if you paid her like slipped her like a little $50, she'd be fine with a picture. That's crazy.
Suffice it to say,
that's
cosplay things like can be a little
intense. Honestly, no. It's not. I wouldn't put that on the cosplay things. I just put that on the OnlyFans shorties. Because if you're on OnlyFans, you're a little something wrong with you in the head.
Like, I'm not saying that every cosplay shorty has to be like crazy. Like when you guys think of cosplay, like all y'all think about is that titties, ass, and shit like that. I'm just thinking of just like chill, like ass cosplay, like Scooby Doo cosplay type shit. You know.
No, so what would be like a couple's cosplay that you'd be like?
Velma and Shaggy, bro. Come on now.
Okay, but Velma from Velma, bro.
Even better, bro. Why are you looking at me like that?
You watched Velma, bro?
Yeah.
That's all you, bro. That's
all you, bro.
That's all you, bro. Me personally, that shit was
Superfly.
God,
a black.
like,
you know what? Fine, a black Velma, but with none of the writing.
It's a cosplay. It's a fucking cosplay.
I will never understand like the fucking incels that like be like up in like Shorty's comment sections being like, yo, Velma was never when it's cosplay.
And then the
bro, yeah, it's not like, oh yeah, you're black. You
Straw Hat Luffy was never black. Like the nigga's fictional.
Dude, the amount of people that were commenting on my post when me as Luffy of people being like, oh yo, Luffy's not black.
I'm pretty sure Luffy's not
like,
Spanish
yeah, nigga,
either.
I'm just wearing the fucking hat, bro. Chill.
It's like, are you gonna like when kids are like knocking on your door on Halloween? Are you gonna be like, oh, Mario wasn't Asian?
Mario wasn't like this in 2026? How dare you?
I absolutely hate that shit. Like, especially like people are getting it into like fucking the new One Piece series. How like obviously like they're trying to be accurate like when it comes to like skin color, culture, all that stuff. They're trying to get at Brook, which is, for some context, Brook is a skeleton. He's a skeleton with an afro.
But he's played by a black man.
His backstory, like they're just showing his backstory before he was a skeleton. Okay. And people are trying to get mad at the fact that he was a dark-skinned man. And I'm like, nigga, he's a skeleton with an afro, bro.
No, but it's not historically accurate.
Give us something, bro. Holy shit.
The nigga's already
Give
died
us something
once.
before I root for fucking black Superman, bro. Don't tell me, bro.
Right? Yo, get Michael Jordan on
crazy,
bro.
You know what's so crazy? I follow listen, I'll be honest, I'm guilty. I follow the bandwagon of I think certain characters should stay white or should stay black. And I think, and here's my reasoning for it. Black characters need more revamping. We have a lot of black characters who are really like cool, well written, but they were written by white men. They were created by white people, right? White comic book creators. Now, nothing's wrong with that. Like, what's it called? Luke Cage, Static Shock.
Static Shock was made by a black man.
You know what? Thank you for catching me on that, because they were about to eat my ass in the comments.
Wayne McDuffie eat your ass in the comments.
What about Black Panther? Was Black Panther made by a black man?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But like, you know what I'm saying. But like, for those comic creations, it's like we didn't have enough comic book creators back then. we have much more now, and I think we should just do some of that. Create new characters. Why can't
I feel like they're already. There's a lot of new characters.
But here's the thing. It's got to be something where, you know, Marvel, DC, both of them, they got to sit down and be like, you know what? The people love what we've produced. They've hated some of it. But for the most part, they love what they produce. They love our fiction. We should allow some writers. We should do I would love an artist competition where 100 of the best artists for both DC, for both DC and Marvel, they have 100 people put something in for different hero categories. Make new heroes. Why can't that be a thing?
I definitely.
Yes, I'm expressing motherfucker. Let me express this shit up in your ass, boy. You put late, cuz. Yo,
honestly, that's a very. Honestly, that's a very fair point, and I do hear it from that perspective. But when it comes to those types of when it's take the Percy Jackson show for instance, when they came out with the casting for that, and they saw that Annabeth was a black girl, and there was all sorts of controversy with that. Yeah, that's the thing. It's on one hand, yes, I'm we should be highlighting more black original characters. You know what I'm saying? It's the Blade movie has been in development hell for God knows how long,
and not to mention.
Yeah, Wonder Man, Man who was although I really like the show, Wonder Man who was race swapped as a black man, recently got renewed for season 2. Mm-hmm. So the cynical side of me can't help but be okay, but what go on with this Blade movie though?
And then not to mention,
I can understand it from that standpoint, but it's also in terms of casting for certain things, depending on Sorry. It would be one thing if Marvel was literally yo, we need a black man to play Simon Williams Wonder Man in this show. Bro, we specifically we're casting a black man. But if it was more a matter of yo, we're putting an open casting call to all ethnicities, which you can believe it or not, folks can believe whatever they want, whether or not it was actually a requirement or not. But according to Disney, that's what they do. Where they put out a wide casting announcement where it's yo, it's race, it doesn't matter.
Even in Wonder Man, even in the show Wonder Man, he was trying to play a white character. Mm-hmm. So I feel it was poetic. I feel it's
in a place
it's the best race. Honestly, I feel it's the best race swap character we've gotten, close to Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury.
Well, technically, Samuel L. Jackson had precedent in the Ultimate comics, but
no, that happened because he was thing. No,
actually, that was before they casted Samuel L. Jackson.
He looks exactly like Samuel
L.
Jackson.
The artist used Samuel. Basically,
they used his likeness
in the original Ultimate comics, where the MCU largely gets inspiration from. They basically redesigned Nick Fury from scratch, and they used Samuel L. Jackson as the facial base. And sort of as the reference to what they wanted this new revamped version of Nick Fury would look like. When they started casting for the MCU and Iron Man, Samuel L. Jackson, who was privy to the comics, saw that the character of Nick Fury looked like him. He literally calls Kevin Feige and Marvel up, being hey, bro, I can't help but notice literally that Tobey Maguire meme where it was I was looking at some photos and something looked very
familiar.
Literally.
Yo, come on, jump this nigga, bro. It's talking to you, nigga.
On camera, this turned into Jerry Springer, bro.
Such a hate man.
But Samuel L. Jackson, he saw that the character looked like him, so he was yo, if you're casting this shit for live action, you better be calling up your boy. And they're all right, bet. So they called him up and lo and behold, now we have Nick Fury. Unfortunately, he became a fraud over recent years. And Secret Invasion and the Marvels type shit, you know what I'm saying? But back in the day, Nick Fury used to have aura. R.I.P. to Nick Fury's aura, bro.
I said R.I.P. to Nick.
Yo, chill. Don't be saying R.I.P. Nick Fury, bro.
Speaking of Marvel, Daredevil Born Again, season 2 just
I ain't
dropped.
see that shit yet.
Love that shirt, man. I'm not gonna watch that shit.
Yo, you're not gonna watch it at all? So you're telling me I'm the only one on this podcast?
Welcome to the Icon Squad, gang. I'll keep it a buck with you. I heard that Daredevil's friend got killed and he dash mans off the roof for revenge. I had to see that. I pulled up. I'll definitely watch some YouTube shorts. But right now, I'm not
feel like
watching all
Rachel's
that.
just like watching this episode.
Yo, she's just seething. She's like, yo.
But if they're gonna make season 3 of Punisher, I'm all for it, gang. I'll watch every.
They are. They're making a special.
Yeah.
They just announced the name.
Do
of
you
the
live
special.
under a rock or something, bro?
And it's coming out right at the end of Daredevil Born Again season 2.
Okay, then we gotta wrap this shit up faster.
No, for real. Because it's like he showed up at the end of season 1, where it's like you basically find out that, like, he's been like, hold on, he's not really doing the Punisher type thing. Lo and behold, like after certain events in season 1 transpire, he's like, yo, I'm gonna put a suit back on. I'm getting back in action, bro. He gets captured by Kingpin and his goons. Spoiler alert, he gets captured by Kingpin and his goons. Kingpin is like the mayor of New York now. He's basically rounding up vigilante niggas, putting them in cages. Like, I'm sure that's not an allegory for anything. But yeah, like he's putting niggas in cages, like with no due process, no like no nothing, and just like basically like holding them for ransom. He has literally he has homeboy from Hawkeye, the Lalo Salamanca dude from Better Call Saul. Like, who had the sword and shit.
Yeah.
Like, he has him in the prison. And, like, it's really interesting to see, like, that like, plot line play out. But, like, yeah, Punisher, he also got captured. And, like, it was a very interesting dichotomy that they set up. Because...
This nigga in the word dichotomy.
Let him finish. Let him speak. Order in the court.
It's an interesting thing because Kingpin also, like, he has this, like, Black Ops group of, like cops who, like, basically don't believe in, like, due process or nothing. And they're just, like, rounding up niggas and, like beating on niggas in the street. And they're all wearing Punisher's, like, logo on their shit. Like, they're basically, like, these plainclothes cops, like, wearing Punisher logos, like, basically inspired by the Punisher. And they capture the Punisher, they have him tied up, and they'll be like, yo, we want you to join our ranks, bro. Like, we're actually, like, low-key inspired by you. Like, we're actually kind of, like fans. And the Punisher just, like, literally, like, spits in their faces, and he's like, shh, you think I'm affiliated? It's like, Mr. Incredible, you're not affiliated with me. Like, he's like, nah, I'm not into that. I don't fuck with that, like, fascist shit.
Bro embraced himself as the Syndrome.
He's tearing down the picture on the wall and shit. Like, holy smoke.
Yo, so what do you guys think about Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer?
We are so back.
You coolery ass motherfucker.
The fuck?
You didn't rock with that? We gotta be his ass.
You didn't rock with the Spider-Man trailer?
No, I liked it, but like all that hooter holler, niggas look bad.
Yo, we have been in the trenches of John Watts Spider-Man since 2017, my nigga. That's almost 10 years.
I need
10 years of
but you don't understand. When it comes to Brand New Day, they already got Spider-Man depressed. I'm sick of seeing this motherfucker sad, yo.
He's not depressed enough. He's not broke enough.
God damn it.
He needs 0 women, 0 bitches.
Nah, but
$0.
that was
Zero
my big
funding.
that was my big complaint about the first 2 Spider-Man movies that they did. It was like my man was living on Easy Street with Stark Tech, like Richie Rich. Like basically like Tony Stark's like prodigy, whatever.
Okay,
you know
but that wasn't like a direct story for him like that, bro.
But nah, it was just really frustrating because it's like, yo, like I love Ultimate Spider-Man, like the original Ultimate Spider-Man comics from like the 2000s, when he's literally just like a broke kid from Queens in like this under-roof costume, just like trying to do good. And like the entire city hates him. The superheroes don't respect him. Like he has all these like psycho villains that are constantly trying to like destroy his life and like kill his family every day. And it's like at the end of the shit, he dies. Why? Because he's a real nigga. That's what real niggas do. But like in the ultimate, in the MCU version, it was like, yeah, I felt like he never really, I don't know if it's because like we never really got like the Uncle Ben of it all. And like they tried to replace like Aunt May in that dynamic in the 3rd movie.
Which actually pissed me off. Like,
it was like,
I get it, new universe things, but like,
nah.
yo, Aunt May is supposed to be there for Peter. It's Aunt May who's supposed to lose Peter at some point in time and then get him back in like, you know, the form of Miles Morales or, you know, a next dimensional thing, what you're supposed to do with that. But having Peter all alone in this universe, all alone, and no friends, no family, nobody knows him who don't know that he's Spider-Man. They still don't know who he is, like as a person. So now he's just Spider-Man, you know? but like that's all he is,
I
and
got
people
the
don't know
fucking
what else.
Oh,
shooter,
shit.
bro. Got the.
Oh shit!
Come on,
That's actually
gang.
Every time, bro.
Yo, every episode.
Every fucking
At least
episode, bro.
that's gotta
You
reference
just
his
shoot
junk
it.
at least once.
This is like a
That's
3D
actually fire.
Yeah, it's a 3D printed fucking.
Imagine busting someone in their head with that.
like it, and it also has a magnet on top. If we had something that was magnetic, then
Oh shit!
would have. Yeah,
No, that's fire.
Spider-Man. I'm gonna go to the brand new day trailer.
Yeah, but like,
Whip, motherfucker.
I need to see this guy happy, bro. Ben Slott's, I think it's Ben Slott.
What do you mean you need to see him happy? He's been
Dan
happy,
Slott?
bro.
Dan Slott. I think it's Dan Slott that wrote this. But Spider-Man Big Time, it's where, because Peter has like, childish motherfucker. Yeah, because Peter has like
He
this.
said while we're discussing cartoon shit.
We're discussing Spider-Man again. Can I not have fucking fun?
Yeah, let us discuss Spider-Man like adults, bro. What is this going on?
Where my tie, bro?
So Spider-Man Big Time, right? You're talking about the one where he gets rich?
Yeah, Richie Rich, fam. That's like, cause he's got like that, he's got like close to Iron Man level genius and all that. And he finally puts it to good use, gets employment that works with his Spider-Man schedule.
In this
I see your
economy?
face. I see, yes, in
But
this
it's like
economy. You
that's-
get paid in that economy, son.
But that's basically what the last trilogy was, though. Like literally, in
Facts.
like he had the Iron Spider suit, like literally, like that scene from Far From Home
that was just
they
a
deleted.
gift. He's still
That they
poor.
deleted, where he was in the casino just like beating motherfuckers up, and he has a stupid like mechanical arms and shit. That shit's like the shit of my nightmares, dog. Like it's just like it's not my like.
It's too much CGI, bro.
Not only is it too much CGI, it was too much like excess. Like I like Spider-Man more when he's like
What do you think
scrappy,
of
boost to the
Zendaya
ground.
as Mary Jane? I feel like it's the first time I actually cared about Mary Jane. You have to ask that question. When did you ever like Mary Jane? You sure as hell didn't like Mary Jane with Tobey Maguire.
No,
Exactly.
No.
So when the fuck did you like Mary Jane?
in the comics.
In the comics?
Before they made her a hoe.
Bullshit.
Before they made her.
There's not no before.
Yo.
There's not no before.
No, but
You gotta see the OG
She's
comic.
exactly like that in the comics.
exactly like that.
She's exactly like that in the
That's
comics.
only recently.
What do you mean?
That's only
No.
Before I'm talking like the 80s, like the 80s, like
Yo,
the
there are
70s
comics
going
older
into
than
the
this damn
80s.
building.
Dog, going
Where they
into
just
the
show
70s, the
craziness.
80s, going into the basically before One More Day when they like made it so that like the devil made them like sign away and like erase their marriage type shit because. Yeah, basically
Damn,
like
Spider-Man life sucks, bro.
Literally,
Yo,
literally,
the devil's involved now, bro.
literally, Mary Jane Watson for the longest time was known as like the like kindest, most supportive.
Her name
like,
is
super-
Mary Jane.
No, her name is Gwen Stacy. That's who you should have chose.
Nah, I need y'all to
Gwen
forget.
Shout out to
Cat,
Gwen
bro.
Stacy, bro.
Yo,
I
real
need
talk.
y'all. I was no. If I was there in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, I would have been like, "Quah!"
Or
You wouldn't have let her
Felicia.
crack her neck.
Exactly, I would have saved her, bro. I would have been like,
or
"Quah," and I
Felicia
saved her, bro.
Hardy. Because at this point, I'd rather
Nah,
a toxic.
Felicia Hardy's a basket case, dog.
No, but I dead ass rather like a toxic relationship where my girl steals, but like she's so cool with me, so supportive, and like if my ass is really getting whooped, she could hold her own in the fight, and she's down to come back me up instead of me having to save the regular schmegular human gal that keeps trying to jump into trouble, acting like she got any kind of power.
It's literally the definition of, oh, I'm a millionaire and my wife makes me spend like half of that on her coffee shop. That's Mary Jane.
I need y'all to forget. I need y'all to forget the Sam Raimi propaganda. I need y'all to get the Sam Raimi propaganda out of your minds. All right, like that's like Sam Raimi's Mary Jane, where like basically like character assassinating her and like making it so that like she's this like superficial like homie hopper who's just like going from mandem to mandem, just like. But like in the original,
I never liked
comics,
the dynamic between her and is it the No, it's not the Hobgoblin, but just Peter's best friend.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Green Goblin.
Oh yeah. Basically in the comics, like they were kind of like there was
The dichotomy of the relationship.
Yo, I'm telling you the economy of the back of my hand. Yeah.
Basically, Peter was with Gwen Stacy to start. And then like Mary Jane was introduced, but like she was with Harry. Harry and Peter were roommates. Gwen Stacy dies, Peter goes into fucking depression. Mary Jane is the only one who's like there for him and like picks up the pieces and like literally like shows him like genuine kindness and like is like literally there for him, and that friendship turns into like blossoms into a romance that like actually became one of like the strongest, most like literal like like good relationships like ever in Marvel Comics. And for the longest time, he was trying to keep his secret identity from her. Come to find out, she been knew for years that he was Spider-Man before he even told her. She literally like used to live like in his neighborhood, saw him like go out of his window, put on the Spider-Man costume, kept that shit secret for years, and didn't even like bring it up, didn't even complain.
But how did
when,
she know?
Because she saw him. She saw him leave the crib in his Spider-Man
Wait, why
suit.
didn't she say nothing?
Because she's a good girlfriend. And she was waiting until he was ready to tell
She's a
her.
redhead, bro. Like, what are you getting at here, bro?
What I'm
She
getting
wants
at-
to be a, what are you getting
She
at
wants to be
here?
an actress in New York. What are we getting at here,
Now,
bro?
what I'm getting at is that, like, Mary Jane, she was written well before they killed her character, because basically the reason why they fucked up their relationship in the
Yo,
comics.
Mary Jane
was
isn't gonna let
because
you hit, bro.
Was because they wanted to make Peter Parker like basically like Archie Andrews type shit. Like they wanted to make him like young and like have hoes and shit. And like they thought that
Yeah,
like Mary Jane.
man bagged Kitty Pryde at one point, bro. That was crazy.
And like the writers didn't find writing Peter Parker in a relationship to be interesting. So they're like, yo, we got to get rid of this bitch. So they were like, why don't we put him in a situation where like he has to like undo their marriage basically so that we can finally make him single again.
So
and
that
ever
he
since
could
then,
finally
the
get
whole
with
shit's stayed cooked.
Felicia Hart.
Gwen Stacy.
You know what? Gwen Stacy brings peace too, but Felicia could hold it in her
Gwen
own and
Stacy
fight.
broke her neck, and
And that was 100% her fault.
And Mary
That was
Jane
100% her fault.
and Mary Jane died from sperm.
Jesus.
That was an alternate universe.
Christ.
That was an alternate universe.
That
That doesn't count.
That alternate universe.
We don't speak of Spider-Man
What
ring.
is the difference
don't
between
speak-
Spider-Man's
Jesus
DNA in this universe and the universe of the alternate universe?
Because it's not literally radioactive.
It's
not literal.
radioactive. No.
He's still radioactive.
Time, like
gang.
literally, nah.
The only difference is that he'll never age. Anyways, so that is all the time we have for today.
Yep. Yo, Spider-Man
you.
Brand New Day. I rock with that shit.
Yeah.
Suffice it to say. Looking forward
Invincible,
to it.
I can't wait till the rest of it is done. It's gonna be like so crisp, so clean. It's gonna be well done. Do you have anything to add, Mr. Late?
Um,
Do you have any predictions for Spider-Man Brand New Day?
I'm in the movie.
Yo, it's gonna be like
The dichotomy of his psychology, bro.
Miles Morales, like
I'm Miles Morales.
Anyways, Icon Crew, it's been your boys, Calvin Moon, my guy Malik, and Superfly,
Yes.
Superfly, Super guy.
I will walk. Yo, this is my last
Christmas
episode of the
photos.
podcast, bro. This is my last episode. We're done. I said super fry, yo.